I'm like, the worst thing would be is if like you're reaching to go in there and you just slice your face open.
Well, that would not make for a very good Disney Plus show. Kevin was like, no, thank you.
Hi, we are the Screen Sisters.
Yay! Also, The Lion King. Choop, 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 choop.
I'm also wearing yellow.
We're related.
We are.
Okay, so we are going to discuss the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye, which premiered on Wednesday, the 24th. Hawkeye. And you go first.
Do you think this show is going to reignite the fuel or the fire or the interest of young people going looking for archery, like
Katniss Everdeen?
Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah,
but Katniss, well, I wasn't really a fan of the Hunger Games, so I can't say that I really wanted to take up archery afterwards. I never saw the last 2 movies, and who cares? This is about Hawkeye anyways. Okay, so whatever. So the show opens with a flashback of 2012 when the Chitauri attacked New York, and little baby Kate is there, and we see a possible fight about money with her parents, and then we get this really subtle clue that she prefers her father to her mother.
Yeah.
And then the Chitauri attack, and they did a really cool continuous shot. Did you notice that? That was like one shot of her like going through the house and getting damaged and stuff, and I didn't realize it until I watched it again.
Yeah.
That was a really cool scene. And then seemingly her father dies, but I do not believe that because it was
notice how her
it's MCU spreads lies. And MCU spreads lies. And do you remember when she said, when he said he was going to be downstairs, and then her mom said she was going downstairs. So, and then when she goes to find Kate, and when she says, "Where's Daddy?" her mom didn't say anything. So I'm leaning more towards either they were down there, something happened, and she killed him just because she could easily know that she could get away with it, or she thinks he's dead and he actually faked his death and is off somewhere doing sneaky MCU things. Let's see. Clearly, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no. You please go. Go.
So, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know anything about any of these characters that we're seeing. So I'm completely going in, into this with a fresh, with a fresh set of eyes. So all I can, I don't have anything to grab at. So I'm just kind of speculating with everything. So do you think he or both of them may have been in business with someone like doing, who was on the wrong side of things, and maybe they got caught or something because they were complaining about money. So they were probably in the, for all we know, it could have been like a RICO thing where they were in the process of, possibly losing everything.
Let's see.
Not necessarily lost stuff yet, but
2012 was 9 years ago. In this possible future, this is 2023, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So this being 2023, if this was 2012, then if you're saying that he was basically either he was caught up in something or they both were caught up in something where they needed to get money fast. Do you think that could have been Kingpin in 2012?
That would be my guess because of where they are.
Yeah. Because I can only imagine, Hawkeye. Daredevil started in 2015. So it's only 3 years before. So I assume if he amassed power, he had been amassing power for a very long time.
Of course.
Yeah. So there's definitely some shady business going on there. And of course, I'm sure we're going to find out more about that later. I'm sure we're going to get a visit to that scene again within the last 2 episodes. So maybe, to find out what really happened and so on and so forth. Okay. Also, the opening credits were so cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, the homage to the comics that it's based off on with Matt Fraction and David Aja. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Also, you see, her growth and upbringing and all her archery skills and her fencing skills and gymnasts, right?
Gymnasts, karate, all that.
So, I think for anyone complaining about her character being a female, not being able to know how to fight or shoot a bow, you literally see her training for years, probably over 10 years, and all of those things, and you actually see her do it. So
it actually, I mean, if you're paying attention, it shows you that she's very little when she starts with the just specifically following the bow and arrow. She starts with the bow and arrow. She's still training with the bow and arrow, gets involved in all these other activities along the way, but then by the time we get to where she is today, she's hitting the bullseye every single time. So
exactly.
Speaking of bullseye,
oh my God, don't even get me started. I would literally cry if I saw him. I would cry. Wilson Bethel or bust, Marvel. Wilson Bethel or bust.
Yeah.
We believe in Ben Poindexter over here in this house. We stand Ben Poindexter. We need him back ASAP.
Yeah.
Now.
Yes. Now.
Feige. It's happening now.
Yes.
Okay.
You said the tower she knocked down is Stain Tower?
Yeah. Did you notice that it's called Stain Tower?
I don't get it.
Obadiah Stane. You are like Stain.
It's S-T-A-N-E.
I thought it was S-T-A-N-E.
I thought it was S-T-A-I-N-D.
I'm right.
You were right. I'm telling Mom.
Anyway, so I stand by it. I stand by myself.
So the Stain Tower in New York City, they were in San Francisco or California somewhere when the first Iron Man happened. No? They start out.
Yes.
So that's reasonable. They probably would start out on the East Coast anyway because that the compound where Stark was working all those years was in Jersey, so that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yes. Okay.
I'm not a fan of musicals.
I was like, do you want to talk about the play or
I'm not a fan of musicals, so I know for a fact this is not a musical I would go see.
I just want to let you know that I would go see this musical because it has everything that New York has to offer.
What does it have?
This club has everything. Hobos. No, I mean, think about it. Like, there's already like Avengers like on ice. Like there's Avengers cruise. There's an Avengers hotel opening. Like now, because of the MCU, the Marvel is is a household name. It can be anything. So I'm assuming, and I'm sorry, they definitely made a Spider-Man musical in like the late 2000s.
Yeah.
So if if they really real life made a Spider-Man musical, then in the MCU fake life, they definitely have an Avengers musical.
I thought it would have been so funny and on the nose if they actually brought out Spider-Man and had him flying over the crowd. Because that, that was like...
That would actually make sense.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, for one night only, that guy in that play that everybody hated in 2007 is back.
So Clint obviously is having a hard time watching the play. Obviously because it's an over exaggeration of the events that took place, like people were hurt.
And the PTSD, I'm sure that he has. And
he's lost
he was really there. He saw people die, and he lost 3 of his close friends.
Yeah.
Apparently the Avengers were never friends.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
So there's like this one moment where Captain America's singing and Hawkeye, you're gonna hit the thing because you have the perfect shot or something. And he's like, yeah. And he like marches down the stairs. And I think in that moment, and it's just this little moment, we don't get to see the entire play. So I can't say for sure what the entirety of this fictional play would entail for the Hawkeye character. But in that moment, it kind of plays into the perception of us really not knowing him and his story for so long, and I guess him just being taken as a yes man. Like if Captain, I guess, or Tony says, okay, you got to shoot that thing, then he goes and does it, without question.
I never thought about that.
So that was just kind of like what I was thinking, looking at him responding to seeing a character playing him on stage, so it almost seemed a little like he himself was a little disappointed in this caricature of him. I mean, I'm probably reaching. I'm really probably reaching.
I think I believe that as well. But I think that when you're up on a pedestal and people like make fun of you or like people try to imitate you, it's difficult to accept that that's how you look like in someone else's eyes.
Yeah.
So that could also be it, but you're not too far. I think that's not really reaching yet. What? I'm scared.
I'm sorry. It just clicked when you said it. Maybe it's because he's still kind of dealing with a lot of regret for when he was running. Maybe he doesn't see that image of himself as a good guy anymore.
Oh, like the hero person anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure after everything that they've all been through, I don't think they feel like heroes at all.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people died on their watch. And I don't know what episode of, like the amount of money that's after $1 trillion, but they've caused a mass amount of damage to the entire world. Mm-hmm. Like Lagos, London, Seoul, and correct me, were they not in Seoul in Black Panther and in Age of Ultron? Oh no, Busan. Or wait.
I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure where they were.
Wait a minute, where were they in Black Panther?
In Black Panther, they were in Seoul. No? But I don't know where they were in Age of Ultron.
Well, I don't think it technically, Busan. Busan is South Korea.
Okay. They were in, oh, you're right, they were in Busan. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm seeing the titles now. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So just think about, like I said, like them not really considering themselves heroes because like, blase. Okay. All right, let's see.
This is random, but I thought it was interesting that her mom, I'm sorry, I don't know any of the characters' names. Stephanie, if you know them, help me out. But I like that it was kind
Eleanor?
Yes, Eleanor. Why did I not remember that? Because as soon as I saw that her name was Eleanor, I thought of The Haunting. Click, click, click. there people have a type, so like she's clearly marrying this man who doesn't look unlike her first husband with the dark features and the thick facial hair, the mustache and everything. So I just thought that was worth pointing out.
He looks similar to her old husband.
I don't got no type. I'm sorry.
Black mustaches is the only thing that I like.
You ain't living right. Okay.
Okay. All right. So continuing episode 1, how did anybody get Clint's Ronin?
So it sounds, you know what it sounds? Okay. So do you remember, do you remember Homecoming? Sorry.
Yes, exactly.
Homecoming.
No, I know exactly.
Stealing. Yep. So the Avengers compound was destroyed. Stark was gone. I'm sure Pepper had a cleanup crew in there, but like, was Pepper there every day watching the cleanup?
She was not.
Yeah. So I'm assuming, so now because of the multiverse, the original Shocker, Logan Marshall Green, is back and he's now stealing stuff from.
I didn't even think about that. Oh, this is also a Logan Marshall Green house. Like,
yeah.
Love him. Need him back.
Did Bokeem die? I'm sorry, sidetrack. Did Bokeem die in Far is that Far From Home? No, that was Homecoming.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He must have ended up in prison because he stuck him to the side of a school bus and then left. So he must have ended up in prison, right? We'll probably see him in the next one, I think. I don't think he's dead. Anywho.
Okay, I really don't remember. Let me Google it super fast.
Okay. Well, while she's Googling. Yeah, it was interesting that the sword ended up down there and her fiance was like, I'm gonna get that sword. And his uncle's like, no, I'm gonna get that sword. So clearly there's some family discourse there.
Seriously, every time, whoever made the fandom website, just
you guys need to redo that.
Get your life together.
It's very difficult to navigate. Yeah, but I liked it was I wonder what did she know about Ronin, or did she decide to put on this outfit because, like, what would be her reason to put on this outfit? Was it to protect her identity? Because she was out shooting bow and arrow earlier on, with nothing covering her face. You know what I'm saying?
Say that one more time.
What was her inclination to put on the Ronin costume? Like,
so she could fight the bad guys and have no one know who she is.
Okay, because I mean,
a normal person should have run away.
Well, no, it's just that she was on the top of that building shooting at the bell tower, and her face wasn't covered at all there. So
she was at school and it was a dare by her friends.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
You could be right.
I'm just thinking, like, to me, I'm thinking, do I take the time to put on this outfit, or do I just start kicking butt immediately?
I mean, I think about that every time I wake up.
I know, right? It's difficult. But I will say, I like that she's a very confident and competent fighter right out of the gate. And so obviously she's somebody who's still young and will probably still need training to perfect her crafts and her different skill set and the versatility of what she can do. But I like that she's starting so strong, right out of the gate. So
you can tell probably, I think, the overwhelming sensation of fighting to fight to train, but fighting like basically for your life. Mm-hmm. You're gonna probably have glimpses of like oh my God, what am I doing?
Right.
And especially if you haven't done that before, you're going to probably have to get over the shock of really fighting for your life. Exactly. And I think the best way that I've seen that is watching Arrow.
Okay.
So the progression of all the fighting on Arrow, and you see how he basically had to train Laurel and the other fighters. And I think Laurel was the one that remember, you didn't watch Arrow, but you see the progression in her fighting skills, because she definitely got way better much later. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's move past that. So when the tracksuit mafia broke in, they were looking for a watch, and when they found the watch, it was Avengers. It said Avengers Compound number 268. Mm-hmm. So what is the significance of this watch, besides the fact that it looked like it possibly was owned by Tony?
I think it's Tony's watch, but I don't know. I mean, I highly doubt it's going to be another drone situation, but I'm assuming it's some sort of tech in this watch that they can use and weaponize.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if the tracksuit's working for Echo,
mm-hmm. Who is Echo working for?
I'm assuming I know who Echo's working for, but I just want to know is I just want to know like what the watch means to either her or her boss, because I obviously we're not there yet and we're gonna figure it out, but it's interesting that that's one of the things that we've seen so far is like what's going to happen. It was like her mom and then the watch, mm-hmm. and everything that's happening with Armand, and he was stabbed with a Ronin sword.
Yeah, in the back.
So also really cool sword.
Yeah,
that's like a very large switchblade.
Can I say something though? When he stole the sword and put it in his pocket, it's a retractable sword. But the retracting portion he put face up in his lapel, like in his breast pocket. And I'm like, I feel like you'd want to face that down, no?
Maybe he knew how to lock it.
Okay, I guess. Okay. I'm like, the worst thing would be is if like you're reaching to go in there and you just slice your face open.
Well, that would not make for a very good Disney Plus show. Kevin was like, no, thank you.
So hot take.
Hot take.
Would you or would you not have monogrammed butterscotch in your foyer?
Okay. Number one, you know how vain I am. So yes.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be just butterscotch. I would have like my own little Stephanie Lint chocolate balls.
Ooh, yeah.
Because like nothing says class like chocolate truffles.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Exactly.
Sorry, I was thinking of, mm-hmm. You know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, so we come to the end of the episode and she's fleeing from the Armand house and gets caught by the tracksuit gang again, and mm-hmm. Clint comes to save her.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens, and then she finds out that Clint is Hawkeye. Well, she knows that Clint's Hawkeye, but she finds out the person who saved her is Clint. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's how episode 1 ends. Mm-hmm. Well, thanks guys for watching our video. We will be back.